talk a
Okay.
little bit about yourself and how did your wrestling career got started?
Um, well, I didn't actually start watching wrestling until I was in high school. So, my cousin actually got me into it. He had me record like Raw and SmackDown, and I would just sit there and watch it. I got after high school, I decided to go to college and then began training. So that was in 2006. I had my first match with Ken Fleurig in 2007, and ever since then, I've been wrestling here and there all over Southern California.
Did you say you had your first match against Sarah Del Rey?
Oh, no, Candice LeRae.
Oh, okay, gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah.
So, how would you describe your wrestling style?
Um, I like more technical styles with a little power slams there and there.
Oh, and let me ask you this: do you like being the heel or do you like being the baby face?
As much as I love being a baby face, I love being a heel. It's just, it's more fun for me.
I've interviewed a lot of wrestlers, and it pretty much boils down to everyone wants to be the bad guy. Say hello to the bad guy. It's just, and I'm guessing I told another wrestler this a little bit earlier that maybe uh, being the baby face is not what it used to be. I mean, as it pertains to a character role. But I'm guessing that's mostly involving the indie scene or whatever. Now, Kitana, I first heard of you through other wrestlers you have competed with and against. Like, for example, you have competed against another wrestler from the West Coast. Her name was Tara Calloway. You've had matches with her before. What's it like being in the ring with Tara?
Oh, it's definitely a challenge. You know, it's not height, so I definitely gotta up my game. Jump a little higher, jump a little lower. Kicks.
And as far as wrestling is concerned, I mean, how do you handle being in the ring with wrestlers that's not necessarily your height and your weight? Some wrestlers can be the same size as you are, and some wrestlers can be a little bit smaller and so forth. I mean, do you wrestle people the same way no matter what the size is, or do you have to adjust to whoever you're in the ring with against?
I definitely have to adjust my style a little bit, whether they're smaller than me. When I first started training, I was actually the smallest in my class because I was training with guys when I first started. But as a couple months after I started training, I started training with girls, and I was actually the biggest out of all of them. So, I mean, I've I've learned to adjust here and there between my opponents, regardless of their size.
And who do you consider as influences in your wrestling career?
Oh, well, since I barely got started into wrestling, just barely a few years ago, I would say Chris Jericho and Molly Holly are the top two names. They definitely inspired me a lot.
Molly Holly, without a doubt, probably one of the most underrated wrestlers, female wrestlers. So underrated, so talented inside the ring and out. And Chris Jericho, I guess you may have saw this past Monday night. He's done. He's focusing on being a rock star. This
Mm-hmm.
is Chris Jericho's third go around with the WWE, and you know the cliche, never say never in the wrestling business, but do you think he's done wrestling for good this time?
It's hard to say. I'm just gonna say never say never.
He looked like he still can hang with the young guys such as Dolph Ziggler, but I think what it all boils down to, he's a rock star who's a wrestler. Uh, Chris Jericho is just one of those guys that just has nothing else to prove. He's accomplished everything that needed to be accomplished. The only thing left for him is to have his name called and be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Um,
Hmm.
so Jericho has nothing else to prove. His accomplishment speaks for himself. So if this is really it for Chris Jericho, then good for him. He's got nothing else to prove as a
So,
professional wrestler. So, do you have any upcoming shows you would like to promote?
I actually have a match tomorrow night with Tara Calloway in San Diego for American Wrestling Alliance in San Diego. It's a false count anywhere match, so I'm definitely up for that.
Uh, Other than Tara, who are some of your other favorite wrestlers you like working with?
I love Candice LeRae and Aiden Riley, Carla Jade. I actually got to work with um, Karma from WWE a few years back. Um, yeah, those are all of my top 4 or 5 wrestlers I love, absolutely love to work with.
And who are some wrestlers that you haven't had a chance to work with but would like to work with someday?
Definitely Seth Del Rey. It's
Awesome.
definitely on the list.
So, what are some other goals you like to set for yourself? Winning more championships, traveling a little bit more, or maybe being in the big league someday?
I definitely would love to travel more. Um, I've only ever done shows other than California. I've done shows in Nevada and Arizona and Texas, but I wouldn't mind at all like going to the East Coast or something somewhere over there.
Women wrestling is starting to involve a lot more than ever. You have Shimmer out there in Illinois. You have WSU up there in the Northeast. And now you have Shine Wrestling down south in Florida. Would you consider being part of one or all three shows?
Absolutely, all these shows I would love to work for either and all of them.
And those shows can sure get some gals out there in the West Coast. I know Tara wrestled at WSU recently, earlier this summer. So, why not get some more girls in the West Coast? I mean, there's some talented wrestlers out there, such as yourself and Tara and Davina Rose, another wrestler from California.
Hmm.
Expand yourself a little bit. That's just what I'm saying. The, the,
Yeah.
the companies is what I'm referring to. You being a fan and all, who are some wrestlers that you like rooting the most as a fan?
Oh God, so many. I I don't even know where to start. I look up to so many people.
You can give me at least three to five wrestlers that you as a fan like.
As a fan, was Eddie Guerrero, um, Bret Hart, and Owen Hart.
All right, Eddie and the Hart family. Some good, really, really good choices. So what would your advice be to anyone that wants to pursue their career as a wrestler? What would your advice be?
Just go for it. No matter what anyone tells you, just go for it. Only you knows that you really want to do it and you know how to do it. Just simply go for it.
You know, the main thing I hear a lot from wrestlers is passion. You know, you gotta have passion to be in this business long term. You being a wrestler, how important is it to have that passion just to be in the business long term?
Um, I think it's just very important. 'Cause without passion, what else are you looking for if your heart's not in it? You're just wasting your time. So you you just definitely have to have passion for the business.
And what do you consider like the signature moves you like using on your opponents?
Ooh, I definitely love using the diamond cutter. That is my absolute favorite move to use. 'Cause it can just come out.
Whether it, yeah, whether it's the diamond cutter or twist of fate or the RKO, I mean, those are the type of moves that the opponent least expected. It's just you gotta keep your eyes on it at all times because you never know when it's coming. Uh,
Exactly. No.
and obviously, people can follow you on Twitter at Kitana Vera. That's KITANAVERA. That's one big word put together, no underscores or anything. Follow Kitana on Twitter. Be on the lookout for her show in San Diego going up against Tara Calloway. Check her out. Now, you know how wrestlers and entertainers have meanings behind their nicknames. And in wrestling cases, sometimes promoters or companies give people names and they just go with it. When I think of Kitana, I think of obviously the character from Mortal Kombat. Was that the reason why you was named Kitana or something else?
Yeah, that's exactly.
Oh, Mortal Kombat fan, I see.
Mhm.
Very interesting. That had to be the only reason, unless that was your given name.
Yeah.
So, uh, what do you like the most being a wrestler? Do you like the traveling? Do you like interacting with the fans? Do you like just being in the ring, competing? What do you like the most of being a professional wrestler?
For me, on a personal basis, I love interacting with fans as well as I love the family of friends that I've made throughout this whole thing.
All right, and for those of you just tuning in, you're listening to Triple Threat Wrestling Radio. I'm joined with my third guest of the evening, Kitana Vera, out there in California. So, I guess before I let you go, Katana, I ask all guests to do this. It's like a station ID, it's like a voice drop. All you have to do is say your name, and right after you say your name, you say you are listening to Triple Threat Wrestling Radio.
All right. So this is Kitana Vera, listening to Triple Threat Wrestling Radio.
All right, and Katana, first and foremost, happy belated birthday to you. Hope you had a great one. I hope you had lots of fun up there in Disney World, and best of
Thank you so much.
success. And best of success goes out to you. You have any final words?
Like I said earlier, if your dreams are to be a wrestler, just go for it.
Well said, and thank you for your time. You have a good night.
Thank you. You too.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
That was my third guest of the evening, Kitana Vera, here on Triple Threat Wrestling Radio.